In November 2014, Sony Pictures Entertainment became the target of one of the most infamous cyber attacks in history. The hack exposed sensitive data, crippled the company's infrastructure, and sent shockwaves through Hollywood and beyond. This wasn't just a breach of security, it was a declaration of digital warfare. Emails, unreleased films, employee records, and confidential information were dumped online, leaving Sony scrambling to contain the fallout. What could drive such a bold and devastating attack? The trouble began when employees turned on their computers to find a chilling image, a red skeleton, and the ominous words, "hacked by number GOP," referring to the Guardians of Peace, the hacker group claiming responsibility. Beneath the message were threats, warning that Sony must comply with their demands or suffer catastrophic consequences. Within days, the company's private servers were compromised, unleashing a torrent of sensitive information into the public domain. At the heart of the controversy was The Interview, a satirical film starring Seth Rogen and James Franco about a fictional plot to assassinate North Korea's leader, Kim Jong-un. Many believed the film provoked the attack, especially after the FBI traced the hack back to North Korea. Pyongyang denied involvement, but the evidence pointed to a state-sponsored operation designed to punish Sony and send a message to the West. The fallout from the attack was massive. Private emails between executives revealed unflattering opinions about celebrities, sparking outrage across Hollywood. Salaries of top actors and employees were leaked, exposing pay disparities and fueling controversy. Unreleased films like Annie and Fury were pirated and distributed online, costing Sony millions in lost revenue. The hack wasn't just embarrassing, it was financially devastating. Sony was forced to take drastic measures. Entire systems were shut down, and employees resorted to using fax machines and pen and paper to communicate. The chaos highlighted just how vulnerable even major corporations were to cyber attacks. Meanwhile, the US government faced a dilemma. How do you respond to a digital attack that borders on an act of war? The response came swiftly. President Barack Obama condemned the attack and imposed additional sanctions on North Korea, calling the hack cyber vandalism, but refraining from escalating tensions. Critics argued that the response wasn't strong enough, while cybersecurity experts warned that the hack was a harbinger of future conflicts. If North Korea could infiltrate a company as powerful as Sony, what else could they and other adversaries do? The Sony hack also exposed the power and danger of the digital age. Cyber attacks weren't just tools for stealing information. They were weapons capable of disrupting economies, manipulating politics, and even waging war. The incident raised urgent questions about cybersecurity, corporate responsibility, and the role of governments in defending private entities from foreign threats. For Sony, the recovery process was slow and painful. It took years to rebuild trust with employees, partners, and audiences. The company invested heavily in cybersecurity to prevent future breaches, but the scars of the attack remained. The hack served as a wake-up call, not just for Hollywood, but for the entire world, about the vulnerabilities of an interconnected digital landscape. Today, the Sony hack is remembered as a landmark moment in cybersecurity history, a stark reminder of how digital threats can disrupt the real world. It also serves as a cautionary tale for corporations, governments, and individuals alike. As technology advances, so do the methods of those who seek to exploit it. The Sony hack may have been one of the first cyber attacks to shake the world, but it certainly won't be the last.